30th of June 2017. I'm printing this little object, dual extruder, hips and ABS, so white is hips. And I also did calibrate the printer. So the first thing you do, you print this calibration part, and it sits like so X, Y and the Z axis. Once it is printed on non-calibrated printer, then you put it on a piece of paper and you draw a line. So X and Y, and you specify X, Y, then you put it here. So Y and Z, and then make sure you specify it. So this is Y, this is Z axis, and this is the last part, which is X and Z. And once you specify that, you also need to turn this off. Is this any better? Anyway, once you specify that, give me a sec. Let's see anything. Yes. So once you specify that, then we draw a line normal to the y-axis for the xy axis. So I have xy, I draw a normal line, and in 10 centimeter distance I measure how much variation I have from the perfect normal line, which I specify with two small lines here. So I measured the distance between these two here is 2.11. Measured the distance is 1.63, and because this is the origin, so it's minus 1.63, it's a vector, minus 2.1, so equal to 0.48. And it means that if the y-axis is fixed, when I'm moving in the x direction, the nozzle is going to move positive 0.48 in the y-axis. So this is for in 10 centimeter movement. That means in 1 meter is going to be 4.8 millimeters. So xy axis, or sorry, the variable y adjust is going to be 4.8 millimeter. Because I don't have 4.8, I have to round it up. So y adjust is going to be 5 millimeter. That's the value of y adjust. And then let's talk about yz. So in the yz, this line is the normal and also origin. So I have 2.31 in the origin, and here I have 2.32. And this double dot again is the origin. So I get 2.32, which is negative, minus 2.31 is equal to minus 0.01. That means when the z-axis moves up, the y nozzle, the nozzle in the y direction, is going to move for 0.1 millimeter in the back. I have a negative value. Multiply it by 10, so that's for 10 centimeter. You multiply this by 10 and you get for 1 meter. So yz adjust is going to be minus 0.1 millimeter. And same thing for the xz axis. So in the xz axis, again, you draw a normal line, and then I measure the distance here at 2.99, and then at 10 centimeter I measure 2.08. Okay, so I get, again, because this is origin, this is negative, minus vector minus 2.08 minus 2.99, I get 0.19 positive value. And that means that when the z-axis moves to 10 centimeter, the nozzle is going to be at the positive x 0.9, multiply it by 10, and then you get y-axis just is 9.1 millimeter. What does this mean? This means that if I'm at 10 centimeter, in order to compensate for this, I have to have whatever the x value that I have and subtract 9.1 millimeter from it, and then I'll be at the same position as the actual origin. And then these values you can just enter using a G-code command.